20 years after being sentenced to life in prison for the 1994 murder of a 19-year-old mother in Tulsa, DeMarco Carpenter and Malcolm Scott walked back into a courtroom today. The two hope new evidence will lead to their release. 2 Works For You reporter Joe Hinkey spent the day in the courtroom and has the new developments. Joe?
Well, Brian, right now in a courtroom down the hallway over my shoulder here, defense lawyers and attorneys for the state are in their closing arguments, and then it'll be up to a judge to rule on this case and whether those two are released. In the courtroom today, the Oklahoma Innocence Project, along with several defense attorneys, believe they presented enough new evidence to lead to the release of Malcolm Scott and DeMarco Carpenter. It was a very long day in the courtroom, as we heard from several witnesses for both the defense and the state. Now, a jury previously found Scott and Carpenter guilty of killing 19-year-old Karen Summers during a drive-by shooting in 1994. Also charged in the shooting, Michael Wilson. Wilson, though, took a deal in exchange for testimony and was released on a lesser charge, only to be convicted and executed for another murder in '95. Before his execution, Wilson claimed Scott and Carpenter were innocent of killing Summers. Outside of the courtroom today, family members of Carpenter say they have been working for many years to right what they call a wrong in the justice system and claim Scott and Carpenter were with them during the shooting in '94.
I'd like people to know that DeMarco and Malcolm are innocent of this crime. We are just glad to be back in court. We're thankful for the Oklahoma Innocence Project getting us back here, and we know they'll be coming home soon.
Now, also in court today, defense attorneys used witness testimony to place Wilson and 2 other men in the car used during the drive-by shooting. We watched a 2014 interview with Wilson recorded in jail. In it, he admits to shooting Karen Summers and 2 others during the drive-by shooting. And Richard Hajaro, currently serving a life sentence in jail, also testified today. He admitted to being a passenger in the car when Wilson committed the murder and shot during that shooting. Now, coming up at 6, hopefully here we'll have new updates from this case. As I said, right now the hearing is in closing arguments, and it'll be up to a judge to rule on this. We don't know when that ruling would come down from her. We'll also have more on the Innocence Project and their involvement in this hearing. Reporting live from the Tulsa County Courthouse, Joe Hinkey, 2 Works For You.